Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome you to a new League of Legends video. In this video, I will be going over a full gameplay that I played on my Smurf Redmercy in the Platinum ELO. But as I'm sure you can tell right now, this is not just any Zed game. But in fact, this is Zed Jungle. Now this is something that you rarely see, and I honestly rarely play. But I decided to give it a shot after a very long time of not trying it, and I was pleasantly surprised. His ganking potential is not as bad as I thought, his clearing potential with his Shadow Slash, his Q primary damage on the main jungle minion, and the passive damage as well is all very nice. And as a quick mention, the motto throughout this video is gonna be
The unseen
Gank
is the deadliest.
And with that being said, let's talk more about this very interesting Zed jungle. To start off the jungle, you want to go on wherever your support and ADC are. So if you're on the top right team, then you want to start blue. If you're on the bottom left team, you want to start red. Now for items, I wasn't honestly 100% sure what to get. So I actually started with the longsword. But going Hunter's Machete instead will not be a bad choice. Right here in this clip, you can see me somewhat escape from the Elise because I'm honestly not sure how strong I am in the jungle compared to other junglers, especially a prime one like Elise. But eventually we ended up getting a kill on her, and I went for the Xerath as Annie just barely got killed by him. But unfortunately the ganks and the CC potential that Zed has isn't exactly the best, so I couldn't finish off the kill. The first item I finished was Elder Lizard, because it is pretty good on an AD assassin jungler, and a lot of AD assassin junglers like a Kha'Zix still get this item. So while I'm playing Zed jungle, what my goal usually is to try and do one rotation of jungle creeps. Whether it's a full rotation, so every single jungle creep on my side, or just one of the two sides on my side of the field. And then I tried going for a gank. Don't forget that Zed's Shadow Slash with his Shadow, the W, does slow, so it makes ganking surprisingly easier and better than you would expect. And once you finally get your ultimate, you can cover quite a bit of distance, very similar to a Jarvan. But you are able to put out quite a bit of damage with your ultimate. So in my opinion, unless the person you're ganking has all their summoners and escapes up, the ganks should be more successful than not. Check out this one right here. I go onto the Thresh as he walks in a little too far, slow him with my W Shadow, go in for the Q auto attack, and he's dead in just a matter of seconds. The second item I usually get on Zed is going to be a Blade of the Ruined King, because it is quite honestly the best item Zed can get in the jungle in order to help him with the ganks, because you will need the slow. But on top of that, you will have a lot of attack speed, which will help you clear the jungle creeps a lot more, and when you're doing things like Dragon or even Baron, the extra attack speed will definitely increase your overall damage output, which in the long run, and of course in the end, will help you secure these objectives much more faster. For boots, getting the +5 mobility boots is almost a must, because you do want to be moving between each jungle camps and going into the lanes for the ganks as fast and as much as possible. In terms of maxing your abilities, you still want to go Q, E, and then W, because the Q does help kill that big jungle minion in every single jungle camp a lot faster, while the E beats down the smaller ones really quickly. Whenever you go in for a gank, you want to play it very similarly to how you would play in the lane. Just like you saw with the Xerath kill just now, you want to throw out your W, throw out the EQ, check out the surroundings, see if you have the potential to go in, and then if you see it, follow in with the W, follow in with the ultimate, do the damage that you have to, and then R back out. So in all fairness, it is still somewhat similar to how you would play him in the lane in terms of ganking. And as the game progresses to the mid game and late game, you will of course play him as you would play Zed in any other game. The only difference is that now you have Smite instead of an actual summoner spell that you can use in a fight, which is a huge drawback for someone like Zed, which is why you don't see him in the jungle too often. And you will also have that Lizard item, which isn't the best item on Zed, but it is still pretty good. After I finish the Blade of the Ruined King, I almost always want to go for the Last Whisper. And once that is finished, you want to go for the Tiamat into the Hydra, because this will give you auto attack resets, which lets you clear the camps a lot faster, and you can take objectives a lot faster as well. And since I don't have the luxury of starting off with the items I want to, since I'm kind of forced to get that Lizard item, I'm building him slightly more towards the team fighting phase, since I won't have a whole lot of dueling potential. Because as a jungler, you want to be with your team as much as possible so that when the situation arises, you're able to secure the objectives like Dragon or even Baron with your Smite. So again, you want to itemize yourself more towards team fighting, not dueling, which is my reasoning behind getting the Tiamat and Hydra. So overall, Zed jungle is surprisingly strong. I mean, it is not the best jungler, and of course mid lane is still the most preferred because you want that offensive summoner spell like Exhaust or Ignite. But it is not as bad as I thought it would be. So hop in a game with your friends, try out the Zed jungle, and tell me if you guys like it. Try out the exact build that I did with the items, with the skills, and all of that. And I have the runes in the description underneath this video. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please throw in a like if you did. Try out the Zed jungle, tell me how you do, and see you guys for the next video. Peace!